Alright guys, so I'm going to do a little bit of, we get a popular question all the time, especially this time of year when we're doing a lot of shows, and that's, different individuals, whether on whatever level it may be, want to be a breeder. Whether they keep 3 animals or 30 animals or hundreds of animals. So I thought it'd be really cool to kind of talk about what goes into it, and I know a lot of people when they first get into it go, oh my god, I'm going to make money, I can buy this $100 more if I can make 20 babies, 100 times 20, that's $2,000, oh my god. Well, I hope that math's right, I just did it real quick in my head, but anyways, they think they're going to make all this money, and the reality of it is, we're going on our 12th year this year, and I'm not a millionaire. As you can see, I have a full-time job, so this is in addition, and a lot of us breeders actually do have a full-time job. So basically, there's a couple things you have to consider. Number one, don't skimp on stock. If you're really serious about doing it, don't go out and buy the $20, $30 leopard geckos, which the genetics might not be correct, or maybe that breeder bought them wholesale for somebody else. I don't know. There's tons of different scenarios, but if you're serious about it, I'm not saying you have to go out and spend $1,000 on a gecko, but buy nice founding stock, and ask a lot of questions to the breeders which you're getting it from. So that's the first one, is buy good stock. But before you're even going to do that, I guess I missed a step, and that's research. There's tons of outlets out there. There's gecko forums, reptile culture, fauna, talking to breeders at shows. Don't just go out and decide, you know what, I'm going to get a trio of geckos, I'm going to start breeding tomorrow. That's not going to end real well. Now, I'm also a firm believer in you could gain a lot of knowledge by experience. There's just some things you're going to learn when you're keeping this stuff, because there's some things you're just not going to get in books or YouTube videos, and that's where you run into issues, and hopefully you have good breeder friends who can help you out. But make sure you know all the basics on what's going to happen. So now you got past that research, you got yourself some real nice stock. Again, I don't suggest going out and starting with 30. Get a small group, enjoy them. Really enjoy them before, and know that that's what you want to do. Number two, before you even think about adding that male with that female, make sure you have an outlet for them. If you can't go to shows, or you're not going to want to sell online and ship and go through all that, or you just simply don't know where they're going to go, don't make them. Don't do it. It's just, there's no reason to bring life into the world when you don't know what you're going to do with them. So that's another thing, is caring for the babies. So now that you got your animals, you got your babies, now there's all these little hidden costs that you didn't think about. I got to buy an incubator. Got to buy incubation medium. I got to buy stuff to put that in the incubator to incubate them in. I got to buy extra supplements. I got to buy extra food every week. The electricity bill is going to go up. Well, they got to take better care of the breeders. Oh, I might have a vet bill because something might be going wrong, and maybe they get egg bound. Well, there's a lot of money. My point is, there's all these little tiny bumps in the road which you have to be aware and be ready for. It's just not as simple as putting 2 geckos together and getting babies, and then you're going to get rich. If that was the case, I don't know, maybe all us leopard gecko breeders would be driving Bentleys and BMWs, but that's just not the case. It's, a lot of us, like I said, we do this on the side. And to give you an idea of our regular work week, I put 40 hours in a week at the zoo, and then I got to come here and I take care of, I don't know how many hundreds of animals we have here. We have enough, it keeps me busy. But it ends up being, definitely over 70 hours of work in a week, and you have to love it. We come here and I do this because I love it, and I love talking with you guys. I love seeing you guys at shows. So that's another thing. Your weekends, you got to go to shows. You got to find a way to sell these things. There's so many different avenues, and there's so many hidden costs that it's just not. That's not to say that you're never going to make money breeding leopard geckos, or there may be smart decisions or investments. There are, but the typical, roll the dice, I'm going to get a trio of Trempers or Max Snows or what have you, and I'm going to quadruple my money, it just doesn't happen, unfortunately. And the other thing is, these things are really addicting. So a lot of times, I know a lot of breeders can really side with me on this, is, you want something, so you're going to go sell something, and then you go, wow, I just made this money, but you're going to go ahead and buy something else. So you really didn't make the money. You got something else cool to work with. No matter what level you're on, there's always something that you want that you could genetically play with or mix into other projects. So that's another reason why we're not making tons of money, is we're always reinvesting. We're always getting cool new stuff. And that's the same thing. You're always going to upgrade your collection. Maybe this year you have 3. Well, next year maybe you want to double your collection. So you're going to take the money you spent from the babies on that. My whole point to this whole little rant, and this, just because we do get this question a lot, is, well, I want to be a breeder. Definitely look into all these facets. There is tons of books. There is tons of online forums. Network, learn, and above all, you have to have fun with it. You have to have a passion for what you do here, because I think it really breaks down to a lot less than minimum wage that we make an hour. If I had $1 for every bounty with leopard gecko poop on that I cleaned in my life, then I would be a millionaire. But unfortunately, they don't pay me in dirty bounties. So you have to love it, and that's my biggest tip to everybody: is have fun with it, network. It is a hobby for most of us, so enjoy it. And that being said, we're going to end that there, but I'm going to leave it open for questions. I'm going to watch this. If you have any questions on starting up, and remember, there's always all these licenses and laws and stuff they're coming out with now you got to watch out for. There are licenses in PA that you do need. Not going to get onto that here, but you can email me, PM me, whatever you'd like. We could chat about that if you're really serious about it. And of course, taxes. Oh, an internet bill, phone bill. I could go on and on about these little things that are going to come up. So don't think that you're going to make $1 million investing in these animals. Have fun with them. That is the whole message of this whole thing. Go out, enjoy the animals, work with what you want to work with, no matter what your budget is, and really enjoy it. So I hope you didn't think that I was going to let you get away with this video and not show you a leopard gecko, because we're going to do that right now. I have a couple hatchlings from today. These are another clutch of lavender radars. I hatched out today. Real nice lavender animals. We got lucky. We got 2 all red-eyed animals. Unfortunately, they're really difficult to see when they're babies, the red eyes. This is smoking red stripe already. Already got a really nice orange yellow stripe, so this animal's going to be really, really neat. Can't show you that clutch, I'm sorry. These are from white and yellows. I'm not the best at IDing these yet, but from what I understand, these white dots in the middle and the white sides, I'm not sure if these are white and yellows or not, but they are definitely Het Diablo Blanco. We'll let them grow up, and the jury's still a little out on that one. This is a cool one. This is a double Het Tangelo Bold Stripe. Yeah, it looks like a normal, but it's got some really cool genes hidden behind it. So, for those of you out there that need your leopard gecko fix on babies, you got a little bit of tips on the hobby, how to start up, what to really keep in the back of your mind, and like I said, gecko forums, great place to go to learn. A lot of us breeders are on there, and you can actually talk with us, or shows. We're there, we don't bite, you come on up to the table, talk with us, ask any questions you like. That's about it for today. Just want to give a little information, because we do get tons of questions this time of year, and that is like the #1. Oh, you know what? I missed the big one. You got to feed the animals. So our food bill here is probably close to $100 a week. So you got to put that in there somewhere too. So again, hope you enjoyed this. Any questions you have, comment below.